told you when I first met you, I guess I was the old you in my bedroom. I don't wanna hold you, I wanna forget you. Now I don't wanna see your face, girl, I need my space. Say I'm running away, cause I know you want me to stay, want me to stay.
Well, what's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something really interesting for you. Baboon Boards has hosted a skate competition. Yeah, like lots of local skaters. Setu behind the camera, we'll be seeing him.
Whoosh!
Are we seeing you in the comp?
Here's my dog.
100%. I saw that. Check that thing. You did a hard flip.
Yeah.
Almost, bro. That was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of skating to come. Get those good GoPro angles, and I'm really excited. It's good for the community. It's good for skating in general. Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get it.
I feel my summer go, waste away in a cloud of smoke. I don't know where I'll go, I'll make my way, I'll find a home. I feel my summer go, waste away in a cloud of smoke. I don't know where I'll go, I'll make my way, I'll find a home. Riding on the highway without...
Alright, so we are here with Dante. He is the Peaches founder, Peaches Skateboarding. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Are you excited about the contest going on?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see what people throw down.
Yeah, it's
It's good to hang around with skaters.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm filming you.
That's crazy.
Just, yeah.
We're
I'll tap it to keep it open.
never gonna get this done.
Alright, so we are just going to ask Dante a few questions today about himself, about his brand, and where it's going. So the first question is, describe who you are and your South African brand.
Okay, so my name is Dante Bazia. I am a skateboarder, YouTuber, entrepreneur, podcaster. I basically don't really like labeling myself because I like trying all different kinds of stuff. Like I do stuff I don't even put on social media, that kind of vibe. But I guess you can say I'm a skateboarding entrepreneur because that's what I'm most well known for. I've been skateboarding since I was 7 years old. I'm not sure how many years that is exactly, but I've been skating properly from 7, and I've basically been skating my whole life. And my brand is called Peaches Skateboarding. The name Peaches was inspired by my crazy Burmese cat Peaches. The name kind of just came organically. Like I was with a friend one day, he was sleeping over, and I thought, hey, it would be just cool to name the brand after my cat. There was a bit of time in my life where I didn't like it that was named after my cat. But as time went on, I just thought it was cool, and at least there's a cool story behind the name. Instead of just having a random name, there's actually a story behind and a reason why it's called that. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Another thing about my brand is that it was inspired by my all-time favorite skateboarder, Rodney Mullen, because I grew up watching the Almost Round 3 video from Almost Skateboards, and his part in that video I thought was amazing. And a few years later, I discovered that he was the owner of Peaches. Not Peaches, the owner of Almost, and that blew my mind because it's just cool that he was out there putting out parts, skating hard, but also a guy behind the brand, which I thought was cool, and that inspired me as well.
Yeah, I mean, lots of brands, you're like, where the hell did they get that name from? And there's always a story behind it, so that's cool to know your story for sure.
Thanks.
And so what have been the greatest achievements for Peaches Skateboarding so far?
So far, I would say getting the boards actually made, because when I first started, I thought getting decks made would be impossible. But then as you learn and as you have other people in your life inspiring you, like John O'Sullivan, who used to be the manager for Board Hub Surf and Skate Shop, he kind of told me that making boards is possible, and that kind of put in my head to say it was possible. Because when I started Peaches, I thought it would be rad to make boards because that's what Almost is, a board company. But then as it goes on, and as I'm not that well known and I was still young at the time, I thought that would be impossible, but I finally got it to work, and I was super glad that I got that to be done. And I guess another accomplishment was, before I got actual products made, I hosted 3 contests. I did 2 at Solutions Skate Aid Skate Park, which was in Greenpoint, which sadly closed down. And I did 1 at the old Lullaby Skate Park at Long Beach Mall, which also sadly closed down. And it was just cool to do events, but nowadays I don't think I'm going to do an event anytime soon. Lots of work and they're super stressful. But I'm glad there's an event going on here by Baboon Boards, and I'm stoked to be able to sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. So talking about the sponsor, so what are the prizes involved, and what are you giving out today?
I just sponsored a light blue size 8 original Peaches deck, which is our new graphic, which is just a photo of the cat Peaches with a rat that she caught. The rat survived, by the way, and the graphic design I work with just digitized and made it look cool.
I know that you
and I sponsored a sheet of grip tape with a design of a rat.
Yeah. Because you told me that you strengthened the boards. Did you get a new supplier, or what was happening there when you were talking about getting your boards made?
I got a new supplier, which is an international imported decks.
So now the boards are sturdy and they're
stronger,
ready to go.
lighter, got better pop, and everything is just all in all a much better upgrade.
Yeah.
Even the graphics are done much better.
I can see that for sure. Yeah, good quality. I've tested them out.
Sweet.
Yeah, they are good. Okay, so a few more questions.
Fire away.
What do you think the positives are about this event, or events in general, like in Cape Town maybe, and all the skaters involved?
Well, to be honest, I'm normally not a fan of skate events because I'm not a fan of competing. I just find it a bit stressful and that kind of stuff. I'm not really a fan of competing. I just enjoy skating for fun and just myself. But I think the positives of hosting events is that it brings the community together. For like this, for example, there's a mix of people that live in the valley and people that don't. So it's super cool to see two parts of Cape Town skate community and skate world combined together and everyone just hanging out and having a good time.
Yeah.
And now the positive is just that everyone's just having fun, like I said, and it's just good to get out in the sun and you meet new skaters and all in all is good. And what I like about what the Boomboards did is they're not doing the standard run contest which we're seeing like X Games or like Street League, that kind of thing. They're just doing a fun best trick jam, which is much better because it's less stressful for the competitors and also it gives a chance for more than one person to win a prize.
Yeah, I think some people, live for competition, right? But a lot of other people are more just skating for fun and skating in the streets. Realistically, skating isn't about perfecting your line, you know what I mean? It's like grafting for a trick out in the streets or whatever. So I think the format is better for skateboarding here in Cape Town.
For more people to enjoy it.
Yeah, for more people to enjoy it, that's true.
Because I've heard some people say when I was at like my dad's friend's house, and my dad has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
And he was thinking that what would be the skateboarding equivalent of getting a black belt for like skaters.
Yeah.
And he thought it would be the Olympics because that was coming up when we were having that conversation. And to be honest, it's not really. Like most skaters don't really care about the Olympics. Like I didn't even bother watching it. I don't have normal TV. I just saw some clips on like Instagram and YouTube, and I don't really care about watching content. I find it boring. But for like skaters, for us, our equivalent of like a black belt would be like putting out a good video part that people are going to watch over and over again for like eternity or that kind of thing.
I think you're right, yeah.
Like that's more important to some people. And with the Olympics, no hate to it, I'm glad it's happening. It's just that when you see with the Olympics and like Street League X Games, it's the same skaters competing in it over and over again. That's why I like an event that X Games does called Real Street, where skaters that don't really traditionally do contests do that contest because it's a video contest where the skater has 1 minute to film a video part and that kind of stuff. So you get skaters that don't normally do contests do a contest. So I think that's why that contest is super sick and interesting to watch because most video parts aren't 1 minute.
Yeah, and you saw, well, I was watching the Olympics, but Jagger Eaton won the gold medal at the Olympics, and he's not even in Street League. So, you know, it shows that doing a line or perfecting your tricks, like it's really difficult for everyone, and it's not like a true reflection of how good of a skateboarder you are. So.
True. And one thing that also is cool about the Olympics is since it's based on your countries, it gives more people around the world a chance to compete. Like for South Africa, for example, there's only been one skater that's competed in Street League, and that's Moses Adams. He's a great skater, don't get me wrong. It's just that there's like more skaters that are really good in the country that deserve to be at these big contests. So it's cool that we got some more South African guys competing in international.
Yeah, I definitely think the awareness of skateboarding definitely grew with the Olympics. But yeah, last question. How do you think your own skateboarding and personally, your own skateboarding has progressed? You say you've been skating since 7 years old, so that's what now? 14 years? What have been the highs and the lows, and what do you want to achieve?
I don't really want to achieve anything in skateboarding. Like, I don't really care about sponsorship or being pro or anything. I don't think I ever actually wanted to be pro. I think I just wanted to be sponsored just because getting free stuff is cool. And for me, I've never really been a good skater because I've had problems with my calf muscles, so I can't jump as high as most people and that kind of stuff. But for me, I'm just out there having fun, and like for me, I don't compare myself to like the guy who's doing tray flips to grinds or whatever. I compete with myself. I can't compare myself to how good I was 2 years ago compared to now. Like, it's good to compare yourself from how you were in the past to now, instead of comparing yourself to some random person that you don't even know, because everyone's skill level is different. Like, some people progress super fast and some people slowly. So it's all different.
All right, well, thanks Dante for the interview. It was
Welcome.
really good to get the insights about the brand, about Peaches and your
Sounds like
own.
everything's going crazy over
Yeah,
there.
everything's going on crazy in the contest, so we're going to get back to that. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Geez, guys, I've just rewatched this interview while editing, and I really want to just say thanks to Dante for what an amazing job he did, and also how insightful he is. So I really encourage you guys to pick his brains whenever you can. I will leave his descriptions, all of his socials in the description. And go over to his channel, go over to his Instagram. And if you have any questions following up from this interview or anything else you'd like to say, just head on over there. Just another special thanks to Dante, and we'd love to see the progression of Peaches skateboarding in the future.